We've only just begun.
Hi everybody, I'm Patrick Healy and this is Be Positive, the world's worst blog with the best of intentions. I don't know why that makes me laugh. My goal is to help you be more creative and more energized and more comfortable in your creative endeavors. So today I want to talk about something that's sort of difficult to discuss because it is a unique... Let's not explain it. Today I want to talk about the problem that we have when we start to feel less than original. It is really eager to... Today I want to talk about the problem that we deal with when we look at our work and we feel less than original. It's really easy to feel proud of our work and proud of our style and say, I'm good at what I do because I'm unique and I do this particular style well, and feel really confident about it, feel really boosted by what sets us apart from someone else. So when we see someone who has that style, it's really easy to have all that taken away. There's two or three scenarios. The third scenario, which I think is the least likely, so I'll do it first, is you see someone who's just as good as you are, who's just as established as you are, who is got the exact same style, and what the hell do you make of that? I check to see if that person's wearing your clothes because they have too much in common with you. But there's the other two possibilities. There's that person is more established than you, or they're better than you, or they are not as established as you and you feel like they're ripping you off. Here's what you have to keep in mind. There are, 7 billion people in the world just right now? Just right now? There's not a lot of room for being the one of a kind. There really isn't. Even if you can stop and think of someone who is one of a kind, the truth is you just don't know all the other people who are like them. I don't know if you know my Imaginauts. They're one of my particular styles and artistic indulgences, and a lot of people think, wow, these are so unique. And are they? I like to think so. But I also like to think that I'm the most handsome person in any room I walk into, and that's not always the case. The truth is, there are people who were doing what I was doing before me. I'm not aware of anyone doing exactly what I was doing before me, but my idea came from somewhere. It wasn't, some, touched in the brain by Prometheus kind of epiphany. I saw something that led me to think, well, I want to do this way, or I want to do this that way. And for that reason, what I'm doing is not unique. For me, in particular, there's an artist named Paper Boyo. Well, he's not named that, but he goes by that name online. And his work is very similar. If you don't know the Imaginauts, they're figures that I paint and cut out and put against different real-world backdrops and take pictures. Paper Boyo travels the world, seemingly with a sheet of black paper, and cuts figures out then and there to accentuate the background, and takes the background and turns it into something else. And Paper Boyo, I think, is much better than I am. And he's certainly far more established. And there are times when someone brings up Paper Boyo to me and kind of looks at me like, oh, yes, you're not the only one, which is fine. That's perfectly normal. The thing that you need to keep in mind is no one's really that unique. There are people who come to me and see my work and say, oh yeah, I had an idea to do something like that, or, oh, I know a guy who does that kind of thing. And for a long time that felt really invalidating. Like I was some kind of cheap whore or whatever. And there are people who will say to me, oh, I might start doing that too. And again, when I first started hearing that stuff, that felt really threatening. Like I wanted to take it away from people and say, this is mine, this is what I do. But as much as there's truth in our identity is found in our actions and what we do, the concept that our value comes from how unique that is flawed. It's okay if other people copy your style, and it's okay if your style is like someone else's. No one really owns a style, and to let that undermine your confidence is unfortunate, and hopefully it's temporary, because the longer you expose yourself to the world and the artistic endeavors of others, you'll see there's just too much influencing everything else. There's too much overlapping. You can't really be obsessed with being unique. You can be genuine, and you can be all in and invested in what you do. But the second it becomes about being singular, you've kind of missed the point. Really, you just need to be true to yourself and be the best you that you can be, whatever style you're using at the time, and that's it. So don't compare yourself to others. Okay. I'm going on forever. Please comment in the section below. Please share this online, because I would really like to help as many people as possible, if I'm helping anyone at all. And if you have not subscribed, please do so. There will be a button either right now or in a few moments. So, yeah, thank you very much.